Hey guys. Okay, so I am gonna try and get this. Oh, good lord. Okay, let me get this straight so I can talk with you. I just finished up that What Now here at Panera, so I'm just gonna stay here because I'm sure my husband is watching. Hi, husband. Thanks for putting the kids down. I'm gonna stay here and do some work. Say hi to some people. So if you are been kind of following along, we are doing a supplement series because I think one of the hidden gems of Young Living is the supplements. It is super high quality, and a lot of times what you have on the shelf in your local store is not high quality. And so just knowing that you have this option to kind of change over your house. So we talk about changing over with toxins, we talk about changing over with your body products, we talk about changing over with your household products. This is another area that you can change things over and just be really sure that you're getting the very, very best. And so I love the supplement line. So tonight we're talking Super Bee. This is the new packaging. Oops, sir, there we go. And so this is a B vitamin blend. So B vitamins, they are really, really interesting, and I'm gonna geek out on you guys, and I'm sorry if you're not science people. You may want to take like a 2-minute nap because I'm gonna go real hard on the science facts here. So the very first thing I want to explain to you guys is the definition of a vitamin. What is a vitamin? Because today we're talking about Super B, B vitamins. So vitamin definition: any group of organic compounds that are essential for normal growth and nutrition and are required in small quantities in the diet because they cannot be synthesized by the body. So what does that mean? Some vitamins some compounds we can create in our own body. A good example of that is vitamin D. What's the difference with vitamin D? You need precursors for your body to turn it into the thing that your body can use. So vitamins with the B category, there are actually 8 of them. There's 8 different types of vitamin Bs, and all 8 are represented in this bottle. So that's one of the really important things, is that every single one of the B vitamins is in here. Synergistic effect is when you have something that is, there's several things that are coming together, and the addition of them, the combination of them, makes them more effective together than separately. So synergy is important when we're talking about absorbing vitamins, absorbing minerals. So vitamin Bs are all water soluble, okay? So there's fat soluble vitamins, and then there's water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins can be stored in your body tissues. So it is possible to get too much of vitamins that can be stored in fat stores. B vitamins are water soluble, so if there is any extra, they just go right out of your body. So one of the things I tell people about the Super B is that you might pee yellow, like bright yellow, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you are getting too much. It doesn't mean that your body isn't absorbing it. It's just one of those things that happens when you have a high vitamin B food or supplement. So think about same kind of thing happens with asparagus. With most of the population, turns a little green, smells a little like asparagus. It's okay. It's fine. So one of the things about your water-soluble vitamins is that they have to be replaced daily. You can't store them, and your body can't make them, so you need them on a daily basis, and that is where supplements come in. And so your B vitamins are a lot of the time building blocks with with cell metabolism. And so again, here I go, I'm going to geek out a little bit, but your B vitamins are cofactors or coenzymes for metabolic processes, or they are a precursor for a cofactor or a coenzyme. So what does that mean in English? That means they're building blocks to make cell metabolism happen. They're building blocks for making your cells do their jobs, making the cells work. So some of the things that they do specifically is they help us break down and use amino acids and sugars, as well as fatty acids. Amino acids, more protein-like; fatty acids, more adipose-like. So then it helps us to use and activate other vitamins. So we're talking about, again, these are B vitamins. They help activate other vitamins. So there's kind of like dominoes. If you don't have this first step, the rest of them aren't going to happen. And so it's important to get those precursors in to make the entire series of steps occur. Okay, so what else do B vitamins do? They help us create and repair DNA, especially during times of rapid cell growth. So during pregnancy, during infancy, when children are growing like whoa. It also, B vitamins are super, super important in helping us create healthy red blood cells. So let's talk about some of the systems that get supported with your B vitamins. So some of your systems that get supported, neurological system and your nervous system. So those are, they combine at some points, but they are separate at some points too. Your neurological system and then your nervous system. Nervous system is super important. So then your cognitive function is also impacted by your B vitamins. Your immune system, your vision, your digestive system, and then your adrenal and endocrine system, and also your cardiovascular system. So that's a lot of your body systems that are impacted by vitamin B. So there are some extras in your Super B. So if you look on the bottle, it's got the 8 different kinds of vitamin B, but then it's got magnesium, zinc, calcium, selenium, and nutmeg. And again, having those added in, there's a synergistic effect. There is more absorption of all things when they are together. And so that's important. Super B, another thing that makes it very, very different from some of the things that you could get somewhere else. So let's say, gosh, Megan, there's a bottle of 500 B complex vitamins at Walmart for $2. Yep, there is. I'm sure that there is, but one of the most important things in terms of quality is the difference between folate and folic acid. So for years and years and years, we were told that everybody needed folic acid, and we enriched things. So we would put it in cereals, we put it in breads, we put it in flours. And what that did was address a deficiency in the American population's diet. But the problem is that folic acid is kind of a fake vitamin B, and there are some people who genetically cannot break it down, cannot use it, and it becomes a big problem in their systems. And so the new Super B was reformulated so that it does not have that. It has real vitamin B's in it. So that's your folate. If you're curious about what I was just talking about with this thing where people don't break down vitamin B as well and they have issues with it, it is the MTHFR gene. If you want to Google that, go to Google Scholar, do yourself a favor, cut out the middleman, and get it from a reliable source. So again, that's the MTHFR gene. And no, I did not just cuss at you. That is the shortened version of a very, very long word talking about why you can't break down a vitamin B. So it's an important thing. Having the correct vitamin B is super, super important. Okay, so what are things that people notice when they have appropriate vitamin B levels in their system? Mental clarity, cognition, and focus. increased energy, regularity from a digestive standpoint. Yellow pea, don't forget that. And don't be worried, it's fine. Also mood support. So people notice decreased stress, or the ability to deal with stress better, and having mood support with it. So who needs this? This is one of those interesting vitamins that both males and females need this one. But there are a couple of populations who actually need it a little bit more. People who are vegan, your vitamin B12 is actually something that you cannot get in anything that is plant-based. And so having vitamin B12 inside here is key for vegans. They absolutely must have supplement for B12 because they cannot get it from a plant source. And as I was doing some research for that, I actually found out that some of the ways that things are labeled on your nutrition facts are not necessarily what your body is going to receive of the supplement. So sometimes the labeling can be a little bit wonky with some of your vitamins because what you are able to break down versus what bacteria in your gut is able to receive and use for themselves. Those are two different things. And so that is a subject that if you're interested, you could Google more about that or learn more about that. But there is essentially what I'm getting at is there's over reporting on supplement bottles of what is available to you with B12. So just know that. This is actual B12 that you can functionally take advantage of and use. So another population that this is important for, pregnant and nursing people, nursing women, it really, a lot of your mainstream research will tell you that having appropriate levels of vitamin B will go a long way to help with some of your first trimester issues that a lot of women have with nausea. So having those good levels of vitamin B is important in a lot of ways. So why do you want to take this? There's a ton of reasons to supplement your vitamin B, men and women, all ages as well. And so what I would say to you is try it for 30 days. Some people take it and they notice right away that they have this incredible increase in energy, and they have this awesome, they feel good. So if you are someone who tends to be sensitive to supplements, you would want to start off with just one. I think the directions on the bottle. So yeah, so it says take 2 tablets daily with a meal. So I think that taking things with a meal is always a good idea when you first start taking something, because if you're sensitive and you take it on an empty stomach, that's anything, something that's super concentrated like this, it could give you an upset stomach or something like that. So I always encourage people, unless it specifically says that it needs to be on an empty stomach, take it with food. That's just a smart thing to do. I'd also start with one, see how it does for you, because again, everybody's body is different, and if you start with one and you feel good and you want to try taking 2, you're one of those people that falls into one of these categories that really needs some supplementation, then work up to 2, I would recommend starting with 1. And so again, with food, there's another population that I want to just touch on really fast that that really does need some supplementation with vitamin B. And I want you guys to take this with a grain of salt, because you know I'm not a doctor, but I do love learning new things, and I do love sharing that with other people, because I think that you can take control of your health and you can be your own best advocate, and through research you can figure out what is going to be best for you. That's why we're offering this. You can figure out if this is something that you need in your life. So people who have endocrine issues burn through vitamin B, thiamine in particular. So I'm talking about thiamine specifically, burn through vitamin B super fast. So one other thing I want to tell you guys about vitamin B is that all individuals, whether you have absolutely no health issues or whether you do have some, all individuals burn through vitamin B's very, very fast during times of stress. So that can be times of emotional stress, mental stress, or physical stress. And so if you're having kind of a season of your life where that is really weighing on you, supplementing with vitamin B's could be very, very helpful for maintaining optimal wellness. So that is it for a win. And I told you guys, make sure that you, at first, any time you start adding in a supplement, unless it specifically says to take on an empty stomach, I would recommend taking it with food just to be safe, especially for those of us who are sensitive. So, okay, I hope that was helpful. For some reason, my commenting is off. Oh, that's not what I want. So I don't see if you guys have any questions. I need to get that fixed, you guys. I seriously need to get that fixed. Okay, so if you do have questions, I am gonna look back through your comments and try and answer them. So if you're not watching this live, please feel free to still ask questions and I will answer them for you to the best of my ability. So thanks for tuning in to our episode 2 of Supplement School. I hope you guys have an awesome evening. Talk to you later. Bye.